Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm starting to put some onions in the ground outside here at the secret garden. I was going to show you that, but also wanted to show you how I'm preparing my potatoes that will go back home with me, but I have a fireplace here, so let me show you what I did with them. So as you can see, I've cut all of them to where they only have 2 eyes at the most. And I've put the ash to help them dry out a little faster. Once I've given them a week or so and everything dry out. Get a little bit more up in there. Yeah. So once they dry out, these guys are going in those big tubs at my house garden. But I've got some Yukon Gold and some of the red ones. I forget what they're called, but my potatoes are almost ready. I may be about a week away from sticking them in my tubs. And they'll go in the greenhouse, and I'm hoping they'll do okay. If they don't, it's okay. Another lesson learned, but we'll see how this part goes. Now let's check out those onions. Okay, so I started all my seeds in this tub, and I've got a bazillion. In fact, when I get done, if I don't have a whole lot more room to use all of them, there is a community after school program that has started into their gardening, and I may see if they're interested in taking these leftovers, and that'd be a way I could help them. And I just got to tell you, I'm tickled. These seem to be doing really good. Look at that, pretty good little starts. And I can't even remember when I started them. I have to look back on videos, but these things are doing pretty good, and I'm just using this old putty knife and getting below them and kind of rooting them up easily, and they're coming real easy in this soil. And then I'm transplanting them. There's my next round of brassicas. They're coming. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is where you see the holes here, all of those are going to be my Texas 1015s, my white onions, my sweet white onions. And you can see I've pulled them out of the tub, and I drilled a little hole there in the ground. Doesn't matter what you use. I cheated. I finally broke down and bought some of those little auger bits. Man, those things are nice. So I've got my fertilizer soil down below. It's got the sheep and the goat and the pig poop all mixed in with the old wood chips and dirt. And I got natural clay soil below, and this stuff on top, the black stuff it's been growing in, is some of that Happy Frog stuff. Man, that's some good potting soil. But so this is where I'm at with them. And what I want to do here, I was going to show you. This is my first year at onions, okay? So I'm learning this just like everybody else does. But where that white ends, you don't want to go any deeper than that, because later on I may have to pull back away from it in the spring to reveal the bulb. And we want those roots covered and let them grow back under the ground. And I'll put soil on top of them, probably some more of that Happy Frog. And then I'll cover it back up with this black stuff. And then I'll put some more wood chips over the top just to hold what moisture does come and help insulate through the winter. Because winter is definitely coming. So I'm gonna have my white onions, 1015s, running down this row. And then in this next row over, I'm going to put the red, and I'll have just as many, one on each side of the drip tape. So that'll work out nice too. And then on this next row, I will do my yellows, and they'll come all the way down, and we'll see how that does. And then for whatever room is left over, I may throw some brassicas in here. And don't forget, I've got all that room over there. I may outline that part of the secret garden with the onions and then use all the center for the brassicas. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So it's going pretty good. I'll show you also, since we're right here. See, these look a little bald today. Of course, they're coming back at the bottom. You can see I've got fresh okra coming in down there that I can pick and put in a bag, but I've been waiting this stuff out, and it's drying out. Finally, I don't know if you can tell, but several of them were busted open this morning and brown, and I'm going to show you what they look like now. So before my lunch break gets over, I'm going to get back out here and finish covering up these onions and get that stuff settled and done. Potatoes is done. Okra seeds are coming along. So this is what that okra looks like when you leave it alone. And it starts busting. I don't know if you can see right there in that seam. Right here, this little white line, it's literally busting open, wanting to give those seeds up. But now those seeds are ready, and I have some seeds to store for next year. This stuff did great, and I am not buying okra seeds next year. But I'm going to have plenty of plants, and I'm going to plant them at the right time of year because I learned that this year. So, won't be long, I'll chop those plants down and make room for something else. But we'll have some good stuff at the end of this winter, hopefully, and early spring, maybe up into summer, maybe some of these onions, from what I understand. So keep coming back. We'll show you what happens. See y'all next time.